Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are ready for joining my class. Is everybody here? Well, I hope those who cannot join the class will be healthy in the next meetings. Okay, today we are going to learn about recount text. Okay, what is recount text? Recount text. Recount text is a text that retell past events for the purpose of informing or entertaining, usually ordered in a chronological sequence. Okay, I would like to tell you the simple one. This morning, pagi tadi Anda melakukan sesuatu, ya, atau mungkin kemarin ketika liburan atau entah kapan kamu pernah mengalami suatu kejadian dalam satu hari itu. That means that is past events. The past events, if you retell this to your friends, maybe when you meet your friend and then you tell about the events, means that you have made a recount text. Jadi kalau kamu menceritakan suatu kejadian yang pernah kamu alami, mungkin ketika minggu yang lalu kamu mengunjungi rumah nenekmu, kemudian kamu cerita ke temanmu, itu kamu sudah melakukan atau membuat recount text. Nah, saya yakin semuanya sudah pernah menceritakan sebuah recount text. Okay, then kinds of recount text. So recount text can be divided into first, personal recount. Personal recount is a recount text that based on personal experience. Jadi kalau pengalaman kamu pribadi, that belongs to personal recount. The second one, factual recount. This is the recount that based on facts. For example, recount yang berdasarkan fakta, contohnya misalnya adalah historical recount. Jadi peristiwa misalnya mengenai dulu perang Indonesia, ya, penjajahan, kemudian ada faktanya, salah satunya termasuk berita itu adalah factual recount. Nah, factual recount ini berdasarkan pada fakta, sementara kalau yang personal recount tadi berdasarkan pada pengalaman pribadi. Next, generic structure. Ya. Jadi the generic structure atau struktur teksnya kalau mau membuat teks recount itu apa? The first is orientations. In orientations, you give the background information about the participant. Who is the participant of the recount? It can be in the form of first or third person. And then the second is where it happened, or the setting of place. And then when it happened, or the setting of time. And then the next is events, ya. The events atau kejadiannya in the form of chronological sequence, jadi harus urut, ya. Peristiwanya apa yang pertama, kemudian the second, the third, the fourth, dan sebagainya. The last is reorientation or the conclusions. Conclusions ini kesimpulan, biasanya in the form of personal comment or conclusions or end of the story. Jadi kesannya setelah mengalami kejadian peristiwa itu apa, gitu ya. Next, then the language features of a recount. First, karena ini peristiwanya terjadi di waktu lampau, maka pasti menggunakan past tense, ya. Next, menggunakan action verbs and also linking verbs karena melakukan suatu kegiatan. And then, karena tadi ada eventnya itu sequence, jadi mestinya juga ada kata-kata yang menunjukkan urutan atau sequence-nya. Biasanya firstly, secondly, then, dan sebagainya, gitu ya. And yang berikutnya adalah use first participant or third participant. Jadi kalau partisipannya orang pertama, we will use I or we, or if it use the third participant, we can use he, she, or they, or using the proper name. Okay. Now I would like to give the example of the recount. Example. Ya. Contohnya personal recount. Peristiwa yang terjadi di waktu lampau yang merupakan pengalaman pribadi itu tadi ya. Kemudian kalau yang factual recount apa saja? Ada historical recounts, kemudian ada news items, kemudian ada biographical recounts. Ya. Nah, biographical recounts ini bisa contohnya adalah biografi yang banyak tertulis di beberapa buku, contohnya biografi para pemimpin atau pahlawan, itu contoh dari biographical recounts. Okay, any questions? Okay, if you have a question, silakan. Do you have a question or do you understand? Any questions about it? Okay, if you do not have any questions, please you may open your book on page 23. There is a text about personal recount. A very simple personal recount, that is a recount about the experience of the writers when he went to Bromo Mountain. Please read it and then you are going to try to identify the generic structure of the text. Okay, have you finished identifying the structure of the text? Okay, well, look at the first paragraph. Okay. The first paragraph, in that paragraph you find there is the titles, and then after the title, the first paragraph, look at this, pay attention. Okay, there's the information about the participant, the name of the participant, that's the participant, and you may also find the place and also the time of the events. Okay, that is the orientations part. Then the second paragraph until the fourth paragraph, you find there is event and event in their chronological orders. So that is the events atau chronological eventnya ada di paragraf 2 sampai paragraf ke-4. And then in the last paragraph, fine, if you read it, then you will find that in the last paragraph, the writer give his impressions or his personal comments about the events. It is said that going to Bromo is a very amazing experience for me. Jadi di situ dia memberikan komentar bahwa pergi ke Bromo adalah suatu pengalaman yang wow, yang amazing, yang luar biasa. Itu personal comments-nya. Okay, students, understand? Well then, before I close the class, I would like to give you the homework. Write a recount text of your personal experience on a piece of paper and be careful to put the text structures correctly. So don't forget with the orientations, with the chronological event, and also the reorientations or the conclusions. Okay? Well, before I end the class, let's say Alhamdulillah because we have been able to join this class today. Well, see you tomorrow and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.